All right, good morning everybody. This is the pre-market for January 20th of 2023, and we've got some interesting stuff going on here. So let's talk about this. We still have the SPY stuck in inside year, inside quarter, and inside month. However, on the week, we've got this really nasty 2, which could become a 3 here if we take out 386.27 here. So this is something I would want to know about. So I went ahead and set an alert, but I'm also going to kind of give myself a visual, like right there, just to let me know that we are breaking the week at the same time. So I'm going to double click this and change the value to 27, and then I'm also going to change the line to orange so I know that this is weekly, the weekly low right here. But that's how I do things. On the daily here, you can see that we had this nice little uptrend for 4 days, and now we've given all back in about 3. So the question is do we, I hope I can do this. We'll find out. The question is do we run up here, pull back, and then go back up to that area to broaden, or do we go back down here and broaden? I don't know. Just know that based upon my process right now, the health of the market is down again, and that's the B01 right here, which means that it has closed 1 day below the 10-day moving average here for me. If we look at the Qs, you can see that we came right back down to the 10 yesterday. We bounced a little bit. Now keep in mind, when I said it bounced right here, that doesn't mean that this is what buyers were looking at. That would be pretty arrogant of me to say that everyone is looking at the market the same way that I am. It just simply means that price reversed here, that's all. A lot of you put way too much weight into these moving averages, and they're just indicators, that's it. It's like about the only indicator you're going to see me use. It just helps me determine support and resistance. So you could look at this and say right here was the last 2x10 cross, so therefore I'm going to move my area of support right there, and this was the last 2x10 cross to the upside, so this is my area of resistance. And so what I'll do, I'll just trade within this range. Let's see, we were going to talk about the Qs here. Same thing, inside year, inside month, or quarter, inside month. You guys see a theme here? Our bigger time frames have done nothing except for chop people up, and you definitely see that action here within the daily. But same thing here with the weekly. We've got this 222 continuation, and we have a possible shooter turning into a 3 right here. So if this goes lower, I definitely want to know about that, and that's what this alert is for, because the goal for me would be to trade it back down to this area right here, because that would complete the 3. So let's go ahead and let's do that here too. 268.97. Wrong chart though, or wrong drawing set. This is how you change your drawing set right here, and that's what I like to do. I like the bottom two to kind of be the same, but right there, that's my visual now. That's the weekly. I don't know if we'll get there. We could get there. I don't know. I mean, the market has been so bipolar lately. You really have to be careful. Let's talk about this. Google inside year, inside quarter. However, look at the month here. We have a nice hammer forming on the month. with what, 6 trading days left. At the moment, it's gapping up. I actually posted this on Twitter yesterday. I took this trade. I took it because of the full time frame continuity, and I really believe it can get back up into this area before reporting earnings. So good trade so far. We'll see what happens with it. CPG, this is a cheaper stock for some of you who are just trading or learning how to trade. Inside year, 2 up on the quarter though, 2 up on the month, and we could flip 2 green here at 724 on the week. 2 up on the day. Currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days in an uptrend. Normally not something I like to take past 4, but with the way oil and energy was moving yesterday, it was something that I thought would be a really decent trade. I'm going to try to trade it up to this area in here, 746, and then watch it and see if it can get back up to 780, because right now you have the 3-2-2 up reversal. Looks like, you know, if we got going on the weekly, this is your larger broadening formation right there. Okay, because you got it right here for the week. Okay, that's just what I see. Doesn't mean it'll happen. Again, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just some guy who loves to drink coffee in the morning and break down charts. Apple. Full time frame continuity. That's what this thing is right here. This is a great study set for Thinkorswim. Makes it really quick. Something else that you can use too, you can add this into your basket, and this really helps as far as visually just seeing what has full time frame continuity and what doesn't. Some of these like Oxy, full time frame continuity, but it's 9 days up. I won't chase these. What I'd like to see is an A01 with full time frame continuity. So this Zim right here might be able to do it if it can flip green. And you can see right here we have a possible 222 reversal back up. So I'm going to add this one, 1802. Okay, so I just added an alert for that. And if you want to add the chart, just right click here on the bidder and ask anywhere you want and say add Zim to watch list. And for me, this is my Strat watch list. There we go. Okay, so let's continue through here. Talked about Apple, AMD, same thing. Inside for the year, inside for the quarter. 2 on the month, shooter on the week, and a shooter on the day. No thank you. Tesla, same. 2, 2, 2, 2, and now we've got this possible 2-2 reversal. This is something I'd want to know about above 130. So let's put an alert here for 130. Okay, we have that, and once we get above, we'll go full time frame continuity back into it. You can see we're gapping up quite a bit to 128.75. When a position of mine gaps up, I usually take the money pre-market to lock it in, and then I will look for an entry within the 130 or the 65-minute time frame again. That's just how I do it. Etsy is so ugly, I'm gonna just take it off my list. Nvidia, shooter on the weekly, right here, and just ugly price action on the daily. Doesn't mean we can't come back up here and do a 2-2 reversal. So 171.97 would be your trigger on this if you trade reversals. I'm going to go ahead and set this. And this is gapping up as well. Amazon. Amazon, 2 on the year, 2 on the quarter. Nice big 3 here on the month. Got a shooter on the week. And then we have a 3-2 down from yesterday. So if this one got above 95.44, I'd want to know about it to go long, because that would flip it back. Keep in mind too, guys, what do we have coming up? What do we have coming up? That's right. Little thing called earnings on 2-2. So it's not uncommon to see these NASDAQ stocks run into earnings about a month out. That was something that I learned from one of the guys who taught me so much about this. So be aware of that. X. Metals are moving well again. Inside year, 2 on the quarter, 2 on the month. Don't like the 2 on the week here, so if we could get above this area right here, 27.95, this would be another trade for me. And this also has earnings too on 126. Look at that. Nice little run in the earnings again. Everything is just trying to run in the earnings. AEHR, we've talked about this one several times. 2 on the year, 2 on the quarter. This is the thing I don't like. Look at this nasty 3 bar. Don't know which way it's going to go. We got a 2 down for the week, and then a couple days ago it put on a new high, and then once it did that, man, it sold off hard from 30.79 down to here. How do you benefit from that? Well, you have an alert and you don't chase, because broadening formations exist, and you can see that right here, how we just broadened and then we've just gone back down. So the question is do we bounce back up and go higher? I'm going to set an alert here for 222 up reversal for 28.39. This is a good stock to be in. All-time highs for it. Whether or not you chase that, I don't know. That's strictly up to you. I can tell you it's had 9 days up since the last crossover. I would like to see it, if I had to trade this one long term, let's talk about that. If I had to trade this one long term, you got your run, the high, you went lower, you broadened like this, and so you've been in this formation where you've gone up higher. But now I would love to see this thing come back down like it did, broaden through here, and get this white line to cross back over the green, and then try to go back up. That's what this stock would have to do in order for me to go long on it. Just how I'm thinking doesn't mean it will happen. Rocket on the smaller time frames, 2 up on the week and 2 up on the day. This was your trigger way back here or back here to add to it. Rocket still looks good. I've got a friend in Rocket, just accumulating it. Zillow, what can I say about Zillow? Ugly, take it off. Conflicting. GT, ugly, get rid of it. You got to clean up your charts. Hertz is one of the trades that I made yesterday, just a quick intraday trade. If you want to see that, go to the Twitter page and review it. Yeah, Hertz is ugly too. So a lot of these are getting extended, so you have to be very careful about that. Disney, inside year, inside quarter, 2 up on the month. It's trying to bounce and go higher on the week, not quite there. And then you can see where buyers stepped in yesterday, but this is 13 days up. This is not a trade for me. I wouldn't take this. Same with Meta. 14 days in an uptrend, and I'm going to go through this pretty fast now. Lift, 14-day uptrend. All right, Starbucks. I had posted this yesterday too, because this one is starting to pull back a little bit. We have an inside year, a 2 up on the quarter, and a 2 up on the month. But you can see we have a nasty shooter here on the week, and then this was your trigger at 106.43 on the daily. And so the question is do we hold this area right here and then reverse up? And if we do, I want to know about Starbucks going above 105.70 for the reversal. That's how you do it, guys. You just go through it one at a time. Drink your coffee and go through it. ASL, well, it has full time frame continuity. This was your trigger yesterday. I missed this one. Tell you, this working thing, sometimes it just gets in the way of things. But this was your trigger. Congratulations to those who took this trade. I would try to trade it down to here. Good luck with that. XLF, another one that's split as can be. Inside for the larger time frames here, and then of course we have the reversal in force here on the week, and definitely was in force right here on the daily at 35.74. Congratulations to those who took this trade. This was a good trade. This is one again that I missed because I was working. So today, if it goes lower, it would be a 222 continuation to the downside. I don't chase those, but if it does come back up here to 34.98, I would like to know about that. So I will set an alert. Got to keep an open mind, guys. It can go either way. GM, inside for the month, larger time frames inside. 222 reversal is in force on the week, and if we go lower, you can definitely take this, but it would be a 222 continuation again. Yeah, not a good looking chart. I'll leave it alone now. AT&T had a nice little move into earnings, and now we're just pulling back to see what happens next. Inside for the year, 2 up on the quarter, 2 up on the month. Be interesting to see if we're strong enough to get back up to this 21.58 area. Sometimes it takes earnings to do that, other times it doesn't. But just keep in mind here, this is a red flag because we did a 212 down, and that is in force down to here, the 1849. So we'll see what happens with AT&T. Ford is my favorite stock, as you guys know. Absolutely love to trade this. Not a lot to say. Inside on the year, inside on the quarter, inside on the month, and we've got a 222 reversal down in force. And you can see yesterday how we went lower, and I actually took this trade from 12.38 down to 12.10. Not a ton of money made on it, but it's just a stock that I like to trade. I always try to have people trade this when they're learning how to use the Strat. Just a great one because there's so much liquidity, and not only that, it just helps you build your skills. Cisco is one that I posted yesterday about full-time frame continuity to the downside. Still stuck on the year, stuck on the quarter. Month, you can see now we have in force this 222 reversal, and then on the week here we did 3.2 down for the reversal, and we hit our target. So in order for me to trade Cisco, I would want to see something like this, because we got the up, right? We got the down. I'd want to see it come back up here for a possible retest and then fail like that. Or keep an open mind, it could reverse and come back up through here. And if it does that, it'll complete the broadening formation there. and it would also complete the broadening formation like that. Keep an open mind, people. You don't know what it's going to do. If you think you know what it's going to do, you're going to be humbled quickly. This is on my radar because it's also 2 days below or since the last crossover. Walgreen Boot Alliance was another one that I took yesterday. It did absolutely nothing. Quickly got out of this thing, and I was playing it to down here. Boy, we didn't get it. It hit here and it just stopped. And when something stops for me, it has to move, especially if it's a 2-2-2 continuation. It's got to move really fast. It didn't, so therefore I got out, and I'm not even interested in this one, so we'll take that off. But that's it. I hope you take the time to do your own homework. Never take someone for face value, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Talk to you later.